Hello world! Call me an early riser because I recently, and by recently I mean 6 months ago, decided my next crochet project would be this gorgeous celestial pillow. Some real, a pillow vibes. Haha! That was a bad Greek god's joke about Apollo the sun god. First order. We need yarn. I love the Wairau Valley Spotlight, literally my personal heaven. When I first found it, I blacked out from joy and ecstasy and woke up 3 days later in one of the sale bins. I got 2 shades for the sun, a darker orangey yellow that will be for the center, and a lighter one for the outside and the rays. I also used a 4.5 hook. You could probably use a smaller one if you want the crochet to be a bit tighter. I ended up using about half the orange yarn and about 3/4 of the yellow yarn. Now, time to get started. So hit your pen, take a sip, get a snack and stay hydrated, and enjoy the next 14 minutes of me crocheting really fast. Like crazy fast. I have no idea how I did that. Look at my hands moving like lightning. Jeez, get this bitch a timer and a whistle cause she's going Olympic! I used this pattern by This Pixie Creates for the main circle of the pillow. It's pretty straightforward, but use a notepad like a little detective, because you have to be insane to be able to remember all the numbers and the counting involved. Honestly, about half this project was me just trying to find my last increase and counting stitches since then. That is why it took me 6 months. This could definitely be a weekend project. It's pretty straightforward and repetitive, but I am a master at forgetting projects and I work full time, so yeah. Set 6 months out for this one, babes. The pattern for the main circle is basically how you would crochet a flat circle. Start with a magic ring, then increase every 2 stitches, then increase every 3 stitches, etc, etc. I use a double crochet, though I imagine using a single crochet would mean the crochet is tighter. Once I wanted to transition from the orangey center to the lighter outside, I slowly blended the light yellow into the rounds over the span of 3 to 4 rows. This means just running the other colour underneath the crochet, then transitioning between the 2 at the top of the stitch when you want to change colours. I think I'll demonstrate this later on, but look up how to change colours if you're unsure. Remember 2. Stretch your hands and wrists and fingers. We may be old people in our hearts, but we shan't be old people in our bones. Yes, we crochet and chat like little old ladies sitting on a porch with a rocking chair and a blanket and a cup of tea, but we are live and alive. I did about 11 rounds for the circle, ending in 3 to 4 solid rows, solid yellow rows. Now, double it and we move on to the rays. I made the pattern for the curved rays myself and it took a motherfucking while, but the basics of how it works is almost like how you would make a boob cut for a bralette. A single chain followed up by a wave pattern of stitches, and then like going up one side, going down the other, going up that side, going down the other. I'll put a drawing on the screen, but following the pattern of slip stitch, 2 single crochets, half double crochet, 2 double crochets, triple crochet, 2 double crochets, half double crochet, 2 single crochets, slip stitch. So it becomes like a wave almost. Then I did the exact opposite on the other side to create a wavy ray. The straight rays are a long triangle basically, starting at the bottom with 7 stitches, then slowly decreasing by decreasing every second row. Made 4 wavy rays, which will be joined together to make 2 because they're a bitch to make, and I didn't want to make any more. And then I made 12 straight rays, which joined together to make 6. So in total, 8 rays. I joined them together using a tapestry needle and some yarn, weaving along the edges but leaving the bottom open so I could stuff it. I'll be honest, I have not touched this in about 2 months. I started this sometime last year, I don't even remember when, but now is the time to finish this bad boy pillow. It's just been taking up space, but you know what? It's time to be taking up space right here on my bed. So basically, do I want to sew it like this and then I can flip it? Do I want there to be stuffing inside the rays? Because I could feasibly put stuffing inside there. Or do I want to leave the rays blank? Here's my plan. sew them onto one, then put the other one on and sew them together. Let's get into it. Now, this is the part I procrastinated the most. The body parts of the sun sat in the corner of my room gathering dust for months, but I figured out what I wanted to do to join everything together. First, evenly space all the rays out around the circle. Then, flip them on the inside. I'm going to sew up the sun pillow from the inside out, so hopefully the stitching will be less visible and you can see the stitches more easily to sew into them. From the inside, not when you flip it outside. Discarding the second circle, with all the rays evenly spaced out on the first and pointing inwards, I went around and sewed using a tapestry needle and the same yellow yarn all of the bottom rays to the outside of the circle. I used bobby pins to pin everything in place, which was great! Super easy to use bobby pins. So this is the plan. I've got it all folded up. Let's try. Put this over the top. Boop. Sew it up. Then hopefully be able to flip it inside out. So I've got to go to the supermarket. But I'll do this tonight. And hopefully get it done. So last time you saw me I was like, blah blah blah. It's been 2 months. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna get it finished tonight. I lied. I stopped the recording to go to the grocery store and make my dinner. And then by the time I finished both those things, it was 10 o'clock and I had to go to bed because I started work the next morning. So here I am. It's been a couple days. We're gonna finish it and then I'm gonna go play basketball. Then I placed the second circle on top and I pinned it all together. And sewed all that by going around and sewing the 2 circles together in the spaces where there weren't any rays, and sewing the second circle to the top of a ray when encountering one. I left a small gap at the end to flip it all inside out. Just this space. I'm going to try and fit everything through and then sew it all up. Oh my god, she's so cute! Ah! That's so exciting. Okay, I've got like a tiny bit left to do. And I'll tuck all this back inside. Baba boo. I got this much space left. Let's stuff this bitch. Bam! I got this bad boy from the spotlight. It's so cute! Now I'm just gonna sew it up. Bitch, it's done. And she's kind of ugly, but I love her. Bro, I think it's a matter of like moving shit around. That's so good. Oh, this is great. This has been, oh my god. all in the end it was so worth it. I have to say, I have moved bedrooms twice since filming this, but it always sits proudly in the middle of my other pillows. I'm stoked, and it's good Tessa time, and because in the 6 months I've been filming, editing, thinking about this, it hasn't lost any shape. It still looks like a beautiful little sun. Thank you for watching. If you draw any inspiration from this, I would love to hear it or see it. My Tumblr is dirtdoesshit, and I try to post all my crafty little shit over there, so feel free to check it out. Have a wonderful day, beautiful people.